So I'm getting ready for my first multi-night hike, backpacking trip along the Bruce Trail, the Toronto section actually, and so it's gonna be two nights, 3 days of hiking. So I put a lot of planning into this because I want to make sure to kind of measure twice, cut once, so to speak. Make sure I've got everything I need, well in advance. And I've been watching a lot of dudes on YouTube, a lot of hiking guys, backpacking dudes, bushcraft, outdoorsmen. So this is my loadout. This is what I'm going to go with. And it's about as good as I can do for now. And I'll probably have some sort of post-mortem after and kind of be like, oh, maybe I didn't need this. I could have done this better, of course, right? But for first, I think I got things on the go. So, all right, I'll show you. So I've got my pack is my Osprey Rook 65 liter. It is not ultralight by any means, but it is pretty durable and pretty good size as well. It also has a nice backing here with this mesh. I am a sweaty son of a gun, so it is gonna be really nice to have that as well. I might even consider putting my hydration bladder in the back there. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet or not, but okay, so that's pretty good. I actually sprayed it as well too with some water resistant spray, so that'll help if it starts raining. So I've got my Sea to Summit sleeping bag. So this thing's pretty good. It is comfort between -4 and -10 degrees Celsius, so that'll be good. I've slept in this thing already about -8 to -10 that night, so I'm expecting temperatures that will be probably in the maybe like 4 degrees to 0 sort of at nighttime range. So we'll see how that works out there. So I'm going to be in the bag, but I'm going to be also inside this beauty hammock. I'm going to be sleeping in that. This 4-class from Decathlon anti-mosquito. It's great. It's got a little mesh on there, so that will keep me from getting bugged by those doozies as they're trying to suck my blood, I guess. I've also got this climate insulated sleeping pad that I'm going to put underneath me. It's a 6.5 R value, which is pretty sweet. I know there's some discrepancy in people that I've seen online that have talked about the actual R value of it, but you know what, for what I've tested so far, it's been pretty solid. I think it's going to be good enough for me. And then so I've got something to sleep on, something to sleep in. Now I'm going to sleep under something. All right, a little David Canterbury lesson learned there. So I've got my 3x3 DD tarp as well too. So this will be perfect. This thing's pretty durable, and I've got my tent pegs, 8 aluminum tent pegs in here. Just pretty standard, whatever, you get those. As well as I've got plenty of cordage as well. Probably too much, to be honest, but that's all right. I've got some carabiners and stuff in there with my ridgeline already set up with some prusik knots on there, ready to put up there quickly if it starts raining. Another little comfort item here, the Tricology 2.0 pillow. Justin Outdoors talks a lot about this one, so I had to get it. I watched that guy a lot. Good Canadian hiker, just a beauty guy. And I talk like I know him, but you watch enough of these videos, you kind of actually do know somebody. I've got a good stuff sack here. This is my clothes. I was happy to get my camp clothes all into this bag here, packed down. I've got a down jacket even in there as well too. I've got these booties as well too that I'm probably gonna take. I couldn't really cram them in. They'll probably just sit in the pack somewhere, but man, they're pretty comfy. I don't know if I can leave those behind. Something I definitely can't leave behind. Right here, I've got my Katadyn Be Free 1 liter, so that'll be great to do what I need to do for hydration, and that will, because there's plenty of water. Actually, that's the nice thing on the Bruce Trail. There's plenty of water where I am, so that'll be good. Some gloves as well, just for the fire. You always need gloves, grabbing firewood as well too. Also, again, I'm probably bringing too much of stuff like this, but you know what? I really don't care. This is like, I just got this Brisa Trapper 4.5 inches Elmax steel. Oh, I just sharpened this thing up too, real nice. Really happy with this guy here. So I'm going to bring that because I'm going to probably have to do a little bit of batoning, because my cooking, and I'll jump over here quick, is basically, I'm just going to use this pot, but everything can fit inside here pretty nicely. So I've got my Trangia burner. I've also got my little firebox stove as well too. So that's how I'm going to be cooking all of my stuff with those things here, as well as some bioethanol that I've got in this clearly labeled water bottle so I don't drink it. Had a family friend story that was on a construction site and was really thirsty, grabbed a bottle that they thought was water and was some sort of ethanol alcohol and had some real problems. So avoid that there. So we got cutting tools here. We got the Brisa. We've got the Baco Laplander. This will be great as well too. An SAK, a Swiss Army knife as well too. That will be good just as a backup. In here as well, I've got a whistle, a compass, and even like a spool and like repair kit with some tenacious tape and like a darning needle as well in there. So I've got battery with first aid, a battery pack and charger. As mentioned, we've got the pot here, and this is going to be great because this stuff just goes right inside here. I'll be able to cram that in, put that on top, save me some space. And of course, you need a good shamag, just in case for anything really. So I'm trying out as well too trekking poles. Again, a lot of hikers and backpackers talk very favorably about having them, but just kind of how they save your back and your knees and stuff over time. And additionally, I'm going to be using them as supports for my tarp as well too. So the guy lines I can bring out to them, and then maybe a little clove hitch around that thing, and then to the ground should be good. So I can use those in multiple ways. These things are pretty cool as well. I'm going to try and even do this one-handed here, but it all just kind of assembles really easily here. This pulls into that. They're attached like that. Slide in here. And then whoop. Stretches out like so. And I can bring it up as well too, which is kind of nice. But this is actually not a bad height. But I might just bring it up a little bit more. But these should be pretty nice. They're pretty light as well too. I think they're $50, which seems like, okay, that's a lot. But man, trekking poles, I could not believe it. I didn't get carbon fiber. They're just aluminum. But yeah, $50 each compared to multiple hundreds of dollars in some other circumstances. So shoot, man, should be good. Can't forget about fire starting either. I got that sorted out as well too. So I got this pretty thick, girthy ferro rod here. So that's a beauty there. Got, of course, a lighter. First time, every time. Corporal's Corner styles. I made these even as well too. Kind of like these little plastic things. Again, not my own idea, but fun little project where I just put Vaseline or petroleum jelly or whatever on top of cotton ball, and then put it and jammed it inside of a straw here, so I can cut that open and it's waterproof, really. As well as this guy here, it's a tin that I did a similar sort of thing as well too. So there's a cotton with petroleum jelly on it. Thing takes a spark like nobody's business, so should be no problem starting fires. Of course, as well, I've got my printouts, my maps, and just a Ziploc bag here as well of the location. So, yeah, as Mel mentioned, we'll be headed up, starting off at Kelso Lake in Milton, and then headed to Cheltenham Badlands up in Caledon. And we'll be headed, finishing off actually at Spirit Tree, which is a cidery. So that will be great to get some boozies in us after a nice little trip. Speaking of things going in our mouths, here's food. So I'm gonna basically I'm taking almost all the dehydrated stuff. Funny thing was, my parents about during COVID bought our family like 12 buckets literally of these things. We have like 4 months worth of stuff, and I was kidding around at first. What am I ever going to use these for? And now I'm getting into hiking and backpacking. I'm going, man, this is sweet. I've got a bunch of money to save money here because of that. So we've got even snacks as well too. Each day, some trail mix, some pitas for lunch that I'm gonna have some peanut butter and honey in there, a bag full of beef jerky, some baby squeezes, but man, these things are so good. Some granola bars, some Tang, make the water taste better, even some electrolyte tablets. I got this as a free thing, so might as well use that. You never know. And some nice tea, some spotted tea as well too. Got some toilet paper, which I'm just going to use as these guys here, just some pre-wrapped Kleenexes. But knowing me, oh boy, I hope 4 is enough. We'll have to see. And then I'll save that for the last here. Some odds and ends as well too. My headlamp, again, some flagging tape that I think is super useful just in case we go off trail or something like that if we need. Some bug spray, again, some tenacious tape sort of thing. Even this inhaler, I thought, you know what? Who knows? Who knows what's up between me and Trendy? Maybe we'll need it. Bring it just in case. And a hacky sack. Keep us busy. Now the final thing. Oh boy. Some bourbon old-fashioned mix right here. That's going to be delicious. So that's kind of it. I mean, there's, of course, the clothes I'm wearing as well, too, for the hike. There's my shoes. These things have been beauts, honestly. So they're really good. The Gore-Tex keeps you warm and keeps you dry. They are just, I know there's others out there, but I've been super happy with these guys. They've been great. So, yeah, that's the spread for now. I think everything should be good, you know. I can make do. And of course, I've got a GoPro as well too. GoPro Hero 8 that I'm going to be using to take some footage with. One last thing too, the raincoat. So I've got this guy all sorted out and sprayed as well too. Well, Region Appeal, yeah. We'll see see what happens with that place. That's a topic for another discussion, but it's a good coat, and I've worn it in the rain before, and I sprayed it like I said. What can I say? I'm stoked. I'm so excited. It's not even the night before as well too, and I'm all amped up. But you know what's really great is that Trendy's going to be joining me as well too. I was going to go by myself even, but I thought for a first one as well, probably not the safest, and it's just good to have companionship as well too. We'll have some laughs and some stories to tell later on as well too. So the next time we talk, I'll be probably on the trail, hitting it up, getting her going. All right, peace.